My screen time used to be about 4 hours a day, and now, even just after a few days of this new regime, it's down to only 15 minutes a day.
This adds up to 26 hours a week of my time that I'm reclaiming. These might be my famous last words, but I think I've finally killed my doomscrolling addiction. If I can just stick to this routine, like a farmer with horse blinders, one day at a time.
My day-to-day involves quite a bit of time spent on social media. And every time I get on, I get stuck in that infinity scroll, mindlessly lurking until something else pulls me out of it. Living with an impulsive itch of grabbing my phone every 2 minutes. It's becoming a tic now. Feeling a buzz in my pocket even if it didn't actually buzz at all. Going down rabbit holes, staying up to date on everything to not miss out on anything. It's definitely taken a toll on my attention span and mental health in general. It's time to kill the addiction before the addiction kills me. And one day, this package showed up to my door. And that's when everything was about to change.
This thing is called the brick, probably because it turns your smartphone into a dumb brick, figuratively. When you scan this thing in real life, it blocks all the distracting apps on your phone, but you can still use your phone as a phone and your camera, your maps, your messages, and whatever you want to allow. This thing came into my life at a really good time. Lately, I've been trying to not work as much and really prioritize my health. I've been going to bed earlier, eating well, running a lot, hiking a mountain every day, almost. And I've been breaking it up whenever I leave the house, meeting up with friends, or if I need to work on a task for a longer period of time. It's been reducing my screen time quite a bit, but not enough, to be honest. You know, it's just so easy being within arm's reach at all times, and I kind of need more of my time back.
Wait, just rewind a little bit.
Hiking a mountain every day, almost.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Yeah, I'm thinking what you're thinking. Oh shit. I think I might have found a solution to drastically dwindle my social media addiction. This thing doesn't need to be charged. So what if I stash it at the top of the mountain? The hike is about 2 kilometers to get to the top. I'll most likely not go more than once a day. Sure, it's a little dramatic, but it's far more of a stretch than just sticking on the fridge. Plus, I got no self-control. This plan is nearly perfect, because when I'm hiking and spending time outside, I don't want to be staring at my phone. And as I'm making my way up through the switchbacks, it feels like my vertical gain and dopamine levels are climbing at the exact same rate. Plus, I always get a sense of accomplishment from sweating my demons out and, hiking a freaking mountain. So scrolling on my phone won't inherently give me much more dopamine because I'll be maxed out already. This is where social media will live for the next little while. I just gotta be ready to miss out on whatever everyone's up to, let alone countless world-class memes. I guess we'll see how long I can keep this going. Paying close attention to where my attention was spent on was the next step toward my recovery. Day 1 and day 2 were probably the hardest. I'd still pick up the phone way too often. But nothing was fun on there now. I'd cycle through my photos, look at the weather way too much, and my email inbox. I wasn't free of my addiction yet. The days started to feel a lot longer. Hiking the mountain was the first thing on my mind every morning. I couldn't wait to see if I got new DMs or how many hearts I got on that story or comments on that post. You know, the FOMO was percolating hard, for sure. And yeah, maybe I could have put the brick a little closer to home, like behind a street sign or under a park bench or something. But nah, hiking the mountain is great. It's great. Yeah, it's great. In the beginning of this experiment, my mornings looked a lot like this. And afternoons, a lot like that. Then, on day 3, I sat down and made a plan. The goal was to shake things up in my routine and take those 4 hours of screen time and spend them in 4 different types of activities instead. I labeled this first category as working on the craft. For me, it was working on my own videos for once, as opposed to client work, with full creative freedom. For the past decade, I've been working strictly as a business owner, running my production company. But now I'll be blocking some time daily to shape my voice as an artist. Starting by claiming my own space online and uploading videos like this one on YouTube. The second category that I focused my time on was my creative recovery and discovery. Exploring art forms other than the 7th art. Doing things like locking myself in a room, playing guitar for hours, taking photos around my neighborhood, or painting for the first time since my early 20s. Thirdly, afford more time for introspective acts. Simple things like sitting on a bench doing nothing. Talking to plants. Taking deep breaths. And writing 3 pages a day in my journal. Every morning with my first cup. And the last category, general maintenance. Taking care of things around the house, fixing stuff, tinkering, reorganizing, catching up with friends, or watching old movies that I thought I had watched but actually never did. And I also had so much free time that I didn't feel bad straight chillin'. And all of a sudden, the days started to feel shorter. I was busy doing stuff. All of this made me realize that you can escape reality through so many other mediums. And after a few weeks, my addiction to social media started to vanish. I didn't get that feeling of fear of missing out anymore. I was okay not knowing, you know? I kept hiking every day, still posting stuff semi-regularly, but after a while, I started to skip days hiking the mountain. I was hiking other mountains instead. I didn't want to go on social media every day anymore. And I finally felt normal again. Living under a rock was freedom. This is day 80-ish, and I actually been off social media for about 1,000 hours in a row now, and that's about 40 days straight. And yeah, I don't really miss it, to be honest. There's like a little counter in the brick app. It tells you how many hours you've been bricked. Yeah, I'm at 1,060 hours bricked. And it's kind of addicting to not be on there now. It's kind of weird. If you made it this far into the video, comment 100% to let me know that you watched the whole video. And also tell me one thing that you do with more time daily. Anyways, I had a lot of fun making this video, and I hope you like it enough to share it with a friend. And my hope is to grow this channel and keep going, making more videos like this one. So please subscribe to keep in touch. Love you all, and we'll see you in the next one.